It is a question asked when we renew Medicare cards or driver's licenses. Do you want to be an organ donor? One girl in our region is carrying a torch to make sure more of us answer yes. Her story when Evening News continues.
Meanwhile, a relay in St. John today is hoping to bring attention to a matter of life and death, organ donations. This country has one of the lowest rates in the industrialized world. As Chris Corday reports, a small group of Canadians is hoping to change that.
I just want to say it's a real honor today to be able to carry this torch.
Mary Jane McAfee takes this torch in memory of her baby sister, who died 23 years ago to this week.
She passed away unexpectedly when she was only 6 months old, and my parents were faced with the decision of organ donation.
But the good that came out of it is that we were able to donate her cornea, and as far as we know, that made a difference in someone else's life.
I was getting tired.
This is the St. John leg of a cross-Canada relay. High schoolers like Mary Jane raising awareness about a major shortage of organ and tissue donors in Canada, hoping to inspire more people to register as donors.
Every day someone's dying because they could not get an organ transplant. And you never know what could happen in the future. You need to make your decision today.
3 years ago, we told you about another walk in Moncton for the same cause. Christopher Knowles walked across Canada telling people his story. He's waited for a liver transplant for 17 years. He's still waiting and says people still need to be reminded about what they can do.
The cure is in yourself. It's not in the lab. You don't have to find a medicine for it. It's yourself. It's your own being. And what not gracious gift to do is donate your organs and become a hero.
The shortage of organ donors is a national problem, but it's also critical in the Maritimes. Right now, 260 people are waiting for organs in Atlantic Canada. Organizer George Marcello says that can be changed.
We can solve the entire problem. So over 4,000 people that presently need organs and tissues in our country, all of them could be saved. That's what we're shooting for.
The relay has 8 more stops in New Brunswick over the next 2 weeks, passing the torch on.
A St. John High School student has joined the battle to raise awareness of the need for organ donation. There are 4,000 people in Canada on a waiting list for organs. Marianne McAfee is convinced that number can be reduced. More from Global's Lauren Daltrump.
Carrying this torch for a group called SOS4000 is a personal journey for 17-year-old Marianne McAfee.
I just want to let everyone out there know that I hope you think about organ donation because it's something really important. And one person who donates could save up to 8 people's lives.
23 years ago this weekend, McAfee's 6-month-old sister
To a few more students, but relaying their message to as many as they can. Chris Corday, CBC News, St. John.
Sister Rachel died. Her mother says at the time organ donation was tough to think about.
You're overcome with grief and it's not an easy, but we gladly said we would donate organs, and the only thing that was medically able to be used was the cornea.
I just thought it was neat because who knows, perhaps someone out there today receives sight from my sister.
17-year-old Christopher Knowles has spent 12 years on the list waiting for a liver transplant, but is now in better health.
Some Canadians do know about organ and tissue donation, but that's the ones that already have a part of organ and tissue donation. Someone needs it, someone's received it.
There are now 81 people in New Brunswick whose health depends on the donation of an organ. The easiest way to become a donor is to tick off a box the next time you apply for a Medicare card. SOS4000 brought McAfee and their message to these high school students.
I think students can find their way into the hearts and minds of not only their family, but the community itself. When the community hears that this is a heartfelt message from students, I'm sure we're going to affect every community right across Canada.
I've already have one on the Medicare card.
When I renew my Medicare card, yeah.
I already signed with my Medicare as well.
As of this fall, 236,000 people in New Brunswick have agreed to become an organ donor. 200,000 have said no. Lauren Daltrump, Global News, St. John.